This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Alrighty. So we're gonna be talking about weed a little bit. I mean, bruh, if you're still addicted to weed in 2026, man, you're fucking cooked. I'm honestly disgusted with you, you know? I'm honestly looking down on you. I'm honestly mogging you in all senses of the word. I'm honestly going farther than you in life. I have way more discipline. I'm way cooler, way better, smell better, look better. I mean, it's not the worst thing you could be addicted to, right? A weed addiction in 2024 is actually despicable and disgusting and sad, but it's not the worst thing you could possibly, be addicted to. You could also be addicted to, like, porn or underage C-spam, or you could be addicted to girls shitting on you. You could be addicted to. There's a lot of weird shit out there that you could be addicted to that's way freaking worse. But being addicted to weed is definitely at least number 235 on the freaking list. There's a lot more gayer addictions. Drinking is actually way worse than smoking weed. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that should be the to get you to stop smoking weed. Maybe to convince you, I should say what's good about weed, right? Maybe I should play devil's advocate a little bit here and tell you what's actually good, make you feel nice, make you feel comfortable, make you trust me a little, and then tell you the downsides, right? Just like, because that's how we like it, right? That's how stupid fucking humans, I don't know if it's just humans, I don't know if it's just Americans, but that's how we like our fucking shit. That's how we like our we'll drink poison if it's plated correctly. We like PC, sounds good to the ears, music to the ears. We like ear candy bullshit. We don't like anything real. We like everything to be fucking ear candy, and that's our fucking problem, because weed has been plated with a nice gravy drizzle and 2 pieces of fucking shit stinky ass basil on the top, and we think it's worth shit, and it's not. Right now, for the first time in my life, I've actually watched Death Note and Attack on Titan, I think this year or the end of last year. So this year, at 26 years old, is the first time I've ever watched anime, and I was actually pretty impressed. Yeah, I like to have fun and joke around and say anime's gay, but they were actually pretty decent animes where I feel like I'll remember them for the rest of my life. I watched Death Note, Attack on Titan, like they were really good. Like I'm going to remember them for the rest of my life. L is a character that really like inspired me on how to move in life in general. Like, think 9-12 steps ahead. And it's crazy? That kind of wraps into what we're talking about right now, because if you're smoking weed every day and you're a pothead, you're definitely not L in the storyline, right? Fuck. So if you're a weed smoker and you watch anime, well, then you should know that you're fucking up, right? Because if the world wants you to smoke, the government wants you to smoke. That's why they got their hands on it, because they said, all right, so since you guys are doing this weed crap, let's get our hands on it, manipulate the weed, and make it more of a gateway drug. Maybe not a gateway into doing crack, cocaine, and hard drugs of that nature, but a gateway drug into more vices. That's the issue. They want you to do more vices. So the drug is really made to get you to watch more TV, to watch more Big Bang Theory, right? To watch more TikToks, to watch more. Now it's when I get off work, I'm going to watch some TikToks, light a blunt, and not even work on generational wealth even slightly after work. Maybe I'll fucking write an idea down but never get to it. I'm gonna smoke some weed and maybe get a beer. Hey, weed is good. Let me try out a beer. Weed is nice. Let me try out a beer. That's what weed is made for you to do now. Weed is nice. Let me hop on the game and play Valorant for 8 hours straight. And then be late for work, and then I'm so tired from work the next day that I'm definitely going to sleep as soon as I go to work, you know? Well, my wife smokes weed, so I'm gonna smoke weed with her, crack them hot cheeks, and then go to sleep. But the thing is, those are all distractions. Your wife's a distraction. The weed's a distraction. The game is a distraction. All these things are distractions to keep you from really truly working on your purpose and becoming a rich millionaire. Because if there's too many rich millionaires walking around, the ruling class, they're gonna start getting scared. And that's the thing. They really don't want us to be at the top, making shit happen, making actual change, right? They want us on the game, wasting our years on buying Robux, and they're getting them young, you know, and doing dumb shit, doing a lot of dumb shit that is really just to pass time. Like, it's literally just, so let's say you have 74 years, right? Give or take. And you have about 1 billion minutes to be alive, right? They want to break that. They look at your lifespan as a debt, you know? So they're like, how do we break this debt down? Should we, the way we get them to die quicker or to waste more time, because a billion minutes is a lot of time to be able to figure out how to get rich. So if we make enough distractions, they'll never actually have time to figure it out, because they'll be so in a whirlpool of distractions. If it took them about 3 years to get over their ex-girlfriend, it probably should take about 5 to get over the weed addiction, and about 6 to get over the drunk addiction, and about 9 to get over the food addiction. By that time, they're almost dead. And then to realize that the job cycle is just a rat race after all their friends are, you know, pretty much promoting jobs and promoting, you know, doing the same bullshit. To be able to get out of that, mind loop space continuum bullshit paradox, to be able to get out of that, they would need a lot of time. And by the time they figure it out, they won't even have enough time to become a billionaire. So, you know, let's think of all the distractions. Let's think of Twix. Let's think of Kit Kats. Let's think of Honey Buns. Let's think of all these different. Let's think of sprayed za. Let's think of mushrooms. Let's think of all this bullshit that they can try. Let's think of skateboards, dirt bikes, all this bullshit they can sit trying all day instead of getting rich. Let's focus on making those things so fun that they never, ever, ever, ever have enough time to ever, you know, create generational wealth that can change their life, their family's lives, their children's lives, their children's lives, any of it, that they can live the most lucrative, happy life that they can ever live. That's what they want. So when you're smoking weed, just know you're contributing to your own suffering, your own downfall. It's not because the weed itself is bad. It's they use sugar to poison you, right? The poison will always taste better than the medicine. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Yeah. Peace. Beatboxing again.